We're back. I'm excited. Love doing this one. Love doing this. Right into it, as always.
November 2023, police responded to a report of a suspicious individual at a dog park in West Salem, Wisconsin. A 28-year-old man allegedly approached a woman, presenting himself as a La Crosse County Sheriff's Reserve deputy. Around that time, the man had also placed a call to the non-emergency dispatch number.
Dispatch Center, Don.
Hi, Don. This is Reserve with La Crosse PD. Got John speaking. I got one sheriff and at least two PD numbers for still confronting and waiting to discuss matters.
What is your name?
Here.
Okay. Go ahead and talk to the officers that you're out with, okay?
La Crosse.
Thank you.
Is this La Crosse, Wisconsin again? Jesus.
Speaking with the male who was recognized from previous contacts, the officer spoke with the caller. According to the caller, the man approached her, claiming to be searching for a missing woman in the woods. The caller mentioned that when she requested law enforcement credentials, the man failed to provide any. Additionally, he had no law enforcement insignia or markings, which made her uncomfortable, and she subsequently contacted the non-emergency dispatch number.
Hi, how are you? Can you tell me what happened at the park today?
I was taking my dogs out for a walk down on the point. I was taking some pictures, and all of a sudden I turned around, and there's this gentleman that had walked upon me, and usually I'm pretty aware of my surroundings and paying attention, especially since I was the only one down there. Anyways, he approached me, and he was talking to me, but I didn't know what he was saying. And I asked him if he could clarify what he was saying, because now that I look back at it, I think he had a cognitive disability.
Okay.
But he was slurring his words and saying that he was a police. I heard him say police officer, and I said, "You're a police officer? I can't understand what you're saying." I said, "You need to speak clearly, and what is your name, sir? I want to see your badge." Well, then he started backing off, and he goes, "I'm looking for a missing lady, and she's went missing this afternoon," and was talking about that. And I said, "You are not a police officer." And he goes, "Oh, I'm with the reserves. I'm with the La Crosse County Reserves." And I was like,
La Crosse County is fucking popping, bro. I don't know what they are serving up in the water over there, bro. Like, their shit is popping. I feel like every video I do is La Crosse County, Wisconsin.
it's a little concerning to me. Something's not right here. And so I said, I'm going to call the La Crosse police. He was saying the same name each time, but he had such a slur to his words that I could not understand it. But I did understand when he said, "I'm a police officer," and then he changed it to, "I'm a La Crosse County Reserve." And I said, "Well, you would have a badge if you're identifying yourself as a La Crosse County Reserve." He did not, of course, have any of that. I just didn't like that he approached me, and especially he waited all that time all by myself. I felt like maybe he was watching me from one of the houses or something. And that's what I kind of thought. Because I have two teenage daughters, and I thought, if they're walking down here, what is this guy doing?
Yep, we're in contact with him right now.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yep,
And once I got on the phone and I was really, looking him over, I could see that whatever headset he had on was fake. I could see, probably there's a cognitive disability here. It was still disconcerting because I just did not like the way that he had approached me in such a small area. He's not a reserve officer, is he?
No, he has no legitimate claim to a badge.
Okay. No charges. I just want to make sure that he was talked to and understand that that's not okay.
He said he's out here looking for people because the government secretary told him that, and he works for John Siegel.
Okay.
And that's why he's out here. He's a reserve. He collects soda cans and turns them into the sheriff's office. He takes them down to Vine Street and drops them off in the office. That's all.
Did he mention talking to somebody over by the dog park?
He's got a picture of a pickup that he said their right tire spun in the sand back there.
Okay.
And he took a picture of their license plate and the sand. And that's why he called, because they spun their right tire.
All right. Okay.
It didn't really look like much in the picture.
Yeah.
We're going to try to talk to him, see what he has to say first, but we're going to take him.
It's just some wacko, bro. He needs to be put in, a facility, obviously. I ain't even seen the man yet.
He's on the phone with his mom, I think.
Oh, he's on phone, Mom?
I think other than that, just told him that he works for John Siegel.
His mom's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Told you whatever, Whitehall PD, and he's a reserve for La Crosse. And he has a gun that La Crosse PD keeps in the evidence room. That's his gun.
The ranger office.
And how he was.
I'm in community college, and I have multiple thermal
He told you that he works for John Siegel?
Oh, yeah.
Is it?
When the officer asked the man what happened, he gave an incomprehensible monologue which made absolutely no sense.
Can you take off the phone? Can you tell me what happened down at the dog park?
I went down to the check because of the GS came to the door and they said, regardless, I'll vacuum, clean out the vacuum. When I see you just come to the door and you don't know why, just show yourself and try to figure out why. And I did a Secret Service use-safe walk around and checked the neighborhood.
Okay.
So I decided to walk back down here and check if they were dragged out.
This is sad. This is sad. This dude's fucked up in the head. And they're gonna take him to jail. This is not, oh my god, this is not good.
There's a V-shaped pattern
Okay.
near the property line of where I live. At least two of them were.
Okay.
And I also there's multiple footprints spreading out on the ground.
Okay. Did you talk to the lady down at the dog park?
I didn't mean to intrude on her, but I was just letting her know my presence.
Okay, what'd you tell her?
But I'm possibly missing GS, so I activated the shift.
This cop's trying to get him on impersonating a police officer. This is fucked up. That's fucked up. They're gonna try to book him on whatever they can because that's a big hit. Impersonating a police officer is huge, dude. That's fucked up if they try to get him on that, man. Like, just take him to the facility, man. He needs to be in, like, a hospital or something.
Prior to leaving home, I guess.
Okay. Did you tell her you were a police reserve?
No, I told her it was reserve sheriff and this is
Reserve sheriff? Okay.
Under Troy.
Okay.
My witness district now working for Johnson's 26 and unofficial swearing in 2014. My girlfriend and
Are you actually a police officer or a reserve?
Independence in one at one point, and I don't know
Okay.
if it's still on active.
But you're not though, right?
I'm not going to discuss out of area status, but I also was in Trimble County shift. There was a 2015 call up at Garland House.
Okay. Regardless of that, arrest for impersonating a police officer, okay? So you put your hand behind your back.
I
Wow.
didn't even do that.
Do you have any identification that will prove that you are the
Wow.
Independence or Whitehall?
This dude needs to be in a mental facility, bro. You're really gonna get him for impersonating a police officer because he scared some chick? I don't know, man. That's...
Officer or reserve officer? If you have it, you at this time are required lawfully to present it to me.
That's fucked up, dude. That's fucked up.
Okay, I'm gonna take it as a no. 60895.
Is that why you are?
And I don't blame the cops, really. I mean, that's what they're trained to do. You know, like, technically it's their job. But, like, I don't know. That's just a flaw in the system. That fool should be going to a mental hospital, not jail.
Okay. Or just tell me what's what.
I don't think it's
I'm gonna fix that. Good.
Yep.
Double launch.
No, back to my squad.
John since 2016. Federal since 2012. Green Unit member since 2012. We pulled up in Salem.
Then right in front of here. Nope, facing the squad here.
He's
You have anything on you
schizo,
other than your
dude.
phone?
I have two flashlights, a Bell and Hall flashlight, some paper that I picked up from collecting trash.
Just some paper and your phone and your flashlight
Yep,
then?
yep.
I'm gonna put everything on top of the hood here, alright?
Even though that was part of the investigation of what
What's the cardboard for?
I picked up trash, but
What'd you tell the sheriff's department?
I was gonna pick up a paper. Well, I guess it was referred as a medical weapon. Or
The cardboard was a medical weapon?
some medical individuals who were 2016 person carried that way.
Spread your feet for me.
This safety plan from Interior John at Amazon.
I got so many flashlights.
Just in case
We're gonna come to the passenger side of my squad here, okay? What's your hood?
got a civilian discharge from the service. Like we discussed.
Okay.
Which wouldn't show up to the state.
Hang that here.
You verified.
Dude,
that he
this
identified
this
himself
is
to
fucked
you
up.
as
all sorts
Reserve.
of PDs. He's a
Who was
Minnesota
employed?
constable. He told me he was sworn under oath.
We're just gonna go with La Crosse County stuff. So he told you that he was working under John Siegel as a reserve for your
Told me that his
lacrosse
badge
agency.
name. He said he has a badge name. That's I think it was Troy Siegel. And he's got a picture in Siegel's office, and his gun's kept at La Crosse PD. And he went into pretty detailed story.
No, we don't need to do a report. We got enough.
Okay.
We're gonna give her. She's gonna do a statement for us. So
Okay.
we'll get her one later. Thanks, man.
And you know what's crazy is if he wasn't so fucked up in the head, like he could have probably done what he did and got away with it because it's just her word against theirs. But they were like, did you say you were a police officer? And then he's like, no, I'm police. So like he admitted to doing that. But like if he wasn't so like fucked up, he could have been like, no, I didn't do that. And then there's no way they could charge him. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I feel like this dude got did dirty pretty bad.
I'll tell you right here. He's grabbing your stuff. We're gonna go in here. Have a seat right here for me.
You have Department of State.
So we have seen the inside of this fucking jail so many times. It's always La Crosse, Wisconsin. That's crazy.
Okay. Have a seat. Thank you.
In the end, the 28-year-old male was charged with misdemeanor impersonating a peace officer. As per the report, the police department has also been working with La Crosse County Human Services regarding the male individual who has been involved in more than 60 calls for service over the last 4 months. Lastly,
Whoa.
his cash bond was...
Yeah, I mean, I get it. That's their job. Take him to jail. 60 calls, you can't be dealing with that. You don't got time for it. You got to put him in jail. But that's why he should be in a facility fucking getting some help. That's fucked. 60 calls in 4 months for this dude?
$300. Want a deeper look into the channel?
He's obviously just fucking nuts, dude. Like, they ain't got no help for them fools out in La Crosse. I don't know, man. Let me know what you think. I think that shit was kind of fucked up. But I do see where they're just doing their job or whatever, so I'm gonna hit y'all on the next one. Peace.